50% commission, baby. Now, the key to making money in a situation like this is to position yourself now, and whoever speaks first loses.
Everything changed when I stopped focusing on making money and when I focused on becoming a professional. Not louder, not more aggressive, not more scripted, more compromised, more intentional, more precise. I stopped collecting scripts and I started building a toolkit. And one of the most important tools inside of that toolkit is what I call the binary reframe system. If you're new here, my name's Toyan, and over the last 7 years, I've personally closed over 110 million in contract value of property investment deals in a one-call close to high net worth individuals. I don't say that for credibility points. I say that because spending that much time inside of real sales conversations teaches you something that most people never learn. What actually builds buyer confidence and what destroys it. Struggling sales reps and beginners become trusted decision makers so that their buyers become more confident, their conversations feel more natural, and the commission grows as a result. There was a time that being present came with stress, even when I showed up physically. Mentally, I was always somewhere else. I was thinking about income, thinking about deals coming in, thinking about the cost of stepping away and taking a break. Because time often didn't feel like freedom, it felt like falling behind. I didn't lack work ethic, I lacked leverage. And that's where a lot of capable, responsible people are stuck. Now, here's the thing. Most people are operating inside a system where income is tied to time. Work more, earn more, stop and everything pauses. Promotions don't create freedom, create obligation. And we're taught to accept that as normal. It isn't. But you don't escape that system by grinding harder. You escape it by becoming more valuable. Everything changed when I stopped focusing on making money and when I focused on becoming a professional. Not louder, not more aggressive, not more scripted, more compromised, more intentional, more precise. I stopped collecting scripts and I started building a toolkit. One of the most important tools inside of that toolkit is what I call the binary reframe system. Let me slow this down for you a second. I could give you a template, I could give you a script word for word, but who in the real world is on a sales call with a script pulled up in front of them? I know the real answer, most of you are, and your prospects can tell. You don't go on a date and pull up a list of questions, do you? Real connection doesn't work that way. Scripts can help you get your feet wet. They give you structure when you're new, a bit like training wheels on a bike. But if you want real success and real longevity, you need tools, not lines. You need to genuinely care about the person that you're speaking to. That is the lens and perspective I want you to see this through as I explain to you the binary reframe system. Most sales training teaches you to handle objections at the end of the call, but the reason that's a problem is because objections aren't the issue. Indecision is. When someone says, I need to think about it, they're not resisting you, they're confused, and confused people don't decide. The binary reframe system is a tool designed to resolve indecision by creating clarity, not urgency, not pressure, clarity. Every real decision already exists between two paths. Most people think the choice is the offer or no offer. That's surface level. The choice is always continue the current trajectory or change it. The binary reframe system simply brings the truth into the open. Once they've done that, we're going to ask them, so what is it that's coming up for you that makes you want to go and do X, Y, Z, makes you want to go mull it over, sleep on it, whatever. They're then going to give you the real objection. That objection could be, let's take property investment, for example. I feel like it's safer to leave the money in the bank. Now, you may notice there was quite a powerful word in that sentence, which was safer. So we're not going to argue with them that they should be making decisions based on feeling safe. What we are going to do is change the perspective of what being safe is. So the binary reframe system on this objection would specifically be, well, do you mind if I share a perspective on that? No, I don't mind if I share a perspective on that. You feel like it is safer to leave the money in the bank, which is going to result in inflation eroding at your money, and you get poorer and poorer year after year. Or is it safer to invest that money into a property where you're then going to have capital appreciation and you're going to get wealthier and wealthier year after year? So we're taking the main word from their objection and we're asking them if it really does mean what they think it means to do said action that they're currently going to do, which is going to lead to negative consequence, or should we change the meaning of it and do another option that's safer, which is then going to lead to a positive consequence and a positive future action. Now, here's why this is ethical. The binary reframe system brings all the truth out into the open and all the information. So manipulation hides information, The binary reframe system does the opposite. It brings all the information out into reality. If they still decide to not move forward after you've had that conversation, then you've still done your job, because true high-ticket remote sales professionals are not tied to outcomes. They're tied to helping people. They're committed to clarity. This is exactly how I had to look at my own life. I wasn't choosing high-ticket sales or not. I was choosing between staying on the same path or changing it. Once I saw clearly, the decision didn't feel risky. It felt honest. This is why I do this work, not to create loud closers, not to hand out scripts, not to manufacture confidence. My mission is simple. It's to help people become real professionals. People who can build trust without pressure, increase buyer confidence without manipulation, earn more without sacrificing their values or their family. Because sales done right is a profession, and professionals don't need to sell their soul to win. If this resonates with you and you want to go deeper, head over to highticketsalespros.com and join the waiting list for my exclusive program, where I share the exact process where I closed over 110 million in contract value. This isn't for everyone. It's for people who want to sharpen their skill set, operate at a higher level, and become trusted decision makers in real conversations. If that's you, you'll know exactly what to do.